Hello.
Howdy
hoes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is afternoon.
It's
It's 1:21.
21.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I know.
It's been such a good day.
When I texted you this morning and I said I would come at noon, I was like, noon or like 5.
I said, yeah, sure, come whenever.
Come whenever.
She goes, okay,
Noon.
noon. Shows up at like 12:45.
Yeah, I was like, I'm here.
I have your location, so I
Oh,
checked it at 12:40. I was like, oh, she's on her way.
I forgot everybody has each other's locations, which is kind of
love
nice.
it.
I like it too.
I like to know where everyone is.
I know. Oh, so if you're listening to this on audio, we got some mic covers so that we don't
Wait, they look really funny.
pick up. I know they look crazy because usually I think like in a studio it's like set up like it's like off to the side.
Yeah.
So we don't actually hold the mics.
Because last episode, I guess my mic was picking up Jesse's voice and vice versa, so there's some echoing.
Yeah. So I hope this keeps it. I'm like inside of it.
I have a question.
Oh yes, we're start with a question. Yes.
Let's start with a question.
Yes, starting with a question.
No, that's not the question. If anxiety were a flavor, what flavor would it be?
I'm gonna try to come up with a different.
Sorry,
I know
you're
we're touching
touching your
toes. We're slipping and
I
sliding
don't like
in here.
toes.
You don't?
No. Have you ever seen? Every time I'm on the
sliding
couch,
around in here.
my roommate Arnie, she always puts her toes on me. And
Really?
I'm like, I always get a blanket and I separate it. I can't deal with the toes, but it's okay because they're very
gotta
bare.
grip
There's no naked.
myself.
I mean, there's no socks on there.
The dogs are out.
Dogs are broken.
At least I got them painted before they were
They do look
ratchet as hell.
nice.
We were at breakfast one morning, and I remember we were all looking at each other's toes.
Yeah.
And you guys looked down at mine. You were like,
They were
"Oh,
like,
no,
dear. I fear you might need to. paint
Yeah,
your
they're
toes.
bad.
That's okay, though.
Okay, so if anxiety was a flavor,
Yeah. What flavor?
I
would it
gave you
be?
an answer, but I'm going to try and come up with a different one. So,
Oh, I asked her if anxiety were a food, what would it be and how would you eat it? And you said,
I said cough syrup.
oh, I'm so sorry. Cough syrup. That's really good. That's funny.
I hate
You dread
cough
it?
syrup. I hate
It's disgusting.
it. I hate it. I've hated it since I was like a kid. Like just the thought of it makes my stomach like turn. Oh my god.
Your eyes being closed right now is really cracking
It's
me up.
real. It's real. It's like a real. I hate it so much. Just like I hate my anxiety, except my therapist
Yes.
said I need to change my relationship with it. So I guess if I like it,
Are we supposed to like it? Yes, a panic attack
Oh, I
is
love
coming on.
this.
Let's go.
I'm ready. I can't wait.
Woohoo! What's the next one? That was so
Oh my god, I was hoping. I was
Again.
waiting. Again. Let me think.
That's
a
funny, though.
a flavor.
a flavor.
That's tough. I don't know why I'm thinking candy.
I am too. Oh yeah, sorry. No.
No. I want to hear your answer if you have one.
I was just thinking of like it's not really like a valid flavor, but you know, in like the jelly bean game where you either get like a vomit one or like a popcorn one. I don't
Yes.
know. I feel like it would just be the vomit one because when I'm anxious, I feel like there's vomit coming up, and I just not really. I never actually vomit, but like you know.
Yes.
So gross to say, but like it's like there's I don't even know how to explain
Yes.
it. I'm like ugh.
Yes, I know exactly
Yeah.
what. Yeah, that's a good one. Like a
don't know.
jelly bean, like a gross jelly bean flavor.
Not expecting it, but kinda.
Right.
You know?
That's really good.
Thank you.
Damn, I don't know a flavor. I'm trying to think of because like anxiety can be good. It's usually bad. It's always like it's trying to show you something, or it's trying to like tell you something, or it's trying to protect you. So like maybe
That's a good way to look at it.
sunscreen.
Okay, so you've tasted sunscreen,
I feel like everyone's had like a
a spray into the mouth by
like an
accident.
accidental spray where you're like, oh, you just sprayed it towards me. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're on the beach and like
Yes.
someone's spraying their back and you're like,
You're like, yeah, for sure.
you're like, ugh.
It's like, Ugh. Thank
Chemical.
God that's over.
It's like chemically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a chemical. But I guess it's trying to protect you, but you really shouldn't like taste it.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. It's
I'm gonna go with
It's
that.
not supposed to go in your mouth, but it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nasty. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I
like
kind
that.
of like the answers we
that's,
gave.
That's
Those are good.
They are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both have really bad anxiety, but when we've said that before.
We're thinking of this episode. This episode we were going to talk about our anxiety. I guess like we can start like when do you think you first experienced like actual anxiety?
I kind of always had it like a little bit in high school, but it wasn't actually like panic attack level or anything. It was just kind of like there, I guess, like in random places, like not even like, I don't know, just when I felt overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't make sure the mic is on. I was like,
I literally just did that. But then when I got to college, I think I had my first panic attack when we were lifting weights one morning. I don't know why, it just came out of nowhere. And then senior year was when it actually got bad.
right.
I was like, I think I was going through a breakup and I just was so down bad.
But I think, I don't know, for me.
Oh my God, I'm wet. Sorry, my...
We
No.
are in the bath.
Yeah, I just had a shower, so it's a
You
little...
did?
I did.
I don't think I'm going to shower today.
Why?
I don't feel like
You
it.
stink.
Do I?
No, I was
You
just...
said kinda.
No, I was joking. Yeah, I was totally joking.
I'm like, honestly,
no.
I might.
There's the anxiety. She's overthinking what
Do I
I said.
smell? Do I smell?
No.
I think the first time I didn't know it was anxiety,
Yeah,
but
when
like,
did you first?
like I would feel like pressure on my chest, like almost like a weight. And I think I started really noticing it like my sophomore year of college. And I was having a hard time like taking a deep breath,
Okay.
like where like you really feel it
Yeah.
like fill up your lungs and into your chest. And like sometimes I felt like I just couldn't take a deep breath, and I would always like kind of say that to myself, like, oh, like why am I just stressed out, or I
Yeah.
just wasn't sure what it was. And
For sure.
I think I had like a boiling point when I was 22 with like codependency and like a lot of change happening in my life. I just graduated. I was going into my master's. I was doing a 5th year. Like a lot of things were changing and a lot of new things were coming in that were, I don't know. It was just a lot of emotion, and then it kind of boiled up. It was actually, I saw a movie that
remember that.
really pushed me over the edge.
Oh God, like in a bad way.
Yeah, it was
Don't tell me. No,
you know the
actually,
Naked
tell
Brother
me.
bands? The Naked Brother band?
No.
Did you ever have that in Canada?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
You might know what I'm talking about. Oh, what's the TikTok song where it's like, I'm going to tell you, you should listen to. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
No,
you're
I
telling your
don't.
friend a story, and then like their boyfriend's off to the side, and it's like, you should know this.
listen to.
Yeah, you should know this too.
Yes.
Yeah. You should know this too. The Naked Brother band, it was on Nickelodeon, and there's like the 2 brothers and like a few other friends and whatnot. But anyways, not important,
Curious.
kind of important, but it was one of the brothers was in the movie, and basically you like, it was kind of like this White Lotus vibe where like you go to a resort, and it ended up being this like scientific experiment where they like put people on this island.
Oh.
And they aged like
Wait.
incredibly fast.
Was Zach and Cody in it?
Nar.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh wait, no. I don't know.
Cody
I don't know.
So
Sorry.
it was
Are you sure that they were in it?
I swear I don't think it was, I don't know who else was in it. All I remember is the guy from the Naked Brother band, and they were on this beach and they aged.
That's crazy.
I'll put a picture in.
Yeah.
And they aged like really fast. So like these people, like these kids were watching their parents age incredibly fast and then die.
Oh my god.
And then they were aging, and like I think for me, like part of my anxiety is just like I'm running out of time, or like death, or like just like things, like normal things that stress you out.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
already anxious, and then me and my new roommate Lisa went to go see it, and I was so not okay.
Oh my god.
It really sent me, and that's when I had my first panic attack.
Really?
Yeah, it, like just like snapped.
That's so crazy. Oh.
Her light died. How did it die? It's plugged in.
Arnie.
We need our producer.
Arnie. Okay.
Oh yeah, anxiety. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
you.
crazy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, mine was like, yeah, this fear of being like alone
Yeah.
with no one there.
Wearing mine too.
I know. We got bracelets.
Jesse got me a bracelet for my
I
birthday.
have one
to calm
too.
myself down.
They're like crystals. You gotta just get what you gotta. I don't care. Give it. What is it? Crystals, tea, herbs.
Listen.
What is it?
I have so many
Help.
stories.
Give them all. I have so many crystals. I have like 50 crystals.
Jesse, like, has always, like, you've always been my mentor, right? And so I remember when I was, like, really struggling with anxiety, I knew Jesse kind of had some. So, like, we had talked about how we both have anxiety, and I would go to her for help. There was this one time I went over there to her house or to her place. I don't know where you were at this point.
Yeah.
And she just hands me this bag of, like, drugs of, like, not drugs,
Yes,
but,
right.
like,
Homeopathic.
like there were serums like anxiety soothers you drop in your tea. She gave me calm gummies. She gave me a crystal. Like there were just so many things, and I was like, wait, this is crazy. She's like a whole pharmacy.
Yeah, I am.
And then this is my other story that I just want to say quick. Jessie has been going through an interesting time in her life, like changes.
Yeah.
She's going through a bit of a breakup. But there was this one day. This was like quite like it was recent after the breakup. And,
Yeah.
you know, you're not thrilled about
I wasn't
breakup.
well.
Yeah. And so she comes over. She looks like she has been through it. She shows up she's like a frail old woman. She's like, hey, guys.
I like sit on the couch.
I was like, hey, how you doing? She lifts up her shirt. She had 3 crystals taped to her stomach.
The light.
3 crystals literally taped to her stomach. And I was like, obviously didn't want to laugh at you because you were like a sad puppy. But I couldn't help myself. I was like,
it was
she is
real.
so down bad that she's taping crystals.
Taped them onto my chakras.
Yeah. So funny.
The chakras,
Anyway.
baby. So real. And I had like
was so
specific crystals taped on certain chakras. I couldn't tell you what they were now, but I was like shaking. I was like, I need them on me. Tape them. I
Did
swear
you
it
sleep
helped.
with them on?
I think I did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. I'm like a big energy person.
Yes.
Dude, this light.
It's kind of, I'm vibing with it.
I
It's
feel like
okay, change subject.
Yeah. And go.
And go.
Yeah, I'm a big energy person, so I love like crystals in the sense of like, no, am I crazy? Are they gonna like make a real difference?
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, no, I'm not gonna get into it.
Well, I mean, it's more like if you believe it, it's kind of like manifesting.
Yes.
Like if you say this to yourself, if you believe in it, and then you start seeing the good, you start
Yes.
seeing like the changes, so they resonate with you more.
What I always tell people,
know.
I'm like, everything is energy.
Energy.
Everything is made up of like energy, like like
Mm-hmm.
molecules and atoms and whatever else scientific stuff that I am not an expert on, so I'm not going to get into it. But but like rocks, like like you should see some of these rocks. Man, they're so cool, and they have like different energy that they give off and absorb.
Picked up a rock the other day. It was a really smooth rock, and I will say, like when you hold it, it feels like you're holding someone's hand. But what did you name it? Not
Ronnie.
Ronnie the Rock. I haven't seen Ronnie.
This was a few weeks ago.
You slept with Ronnie under your pillow.
I did. He was like a heavy, just like a normal.
He felt like safe though.
Almost like a massage rock that they like heat up and put on
It
you.
was like a pebble she found outside of our apartment. She
And then
just
I
took it.
I found one and gave it. I found another one, and you named it Rocco.
Rocco. Rocco's a rock.
Rocco's a rock.
Rocco's not a. What is it? Rocco's not a. He's a rock.
Is it a person?
Rocco's a
Because
rock.
Elmo technically is not a person either.
What is he? A bear?
I just went with puppet. I don't know what he is.
What is Elmo? Oh wait.
What is that fucker?
I know Big Bird's a bird, but like Cookie Monster, what is he? A bear? And Elmo's.
I wouldn't even categorize them as bear. I don't know what I would categorize them as.
And like Bernie and Bert. Wait, are Bernie and Bert the same? No, there's 2 of them.
Because Kermit the Frog, I know they're different, but like these things.
He's a frog.
But Gonzo, you know Gonzo?
No.
He's an interesting looking guy. I'll put him up.
Oh God, my back.
Gonzo.
Hey.
Yo, I would love to watch me some sort of Muppet movie.
There's a Muppet movie. The
There's
Christmas
a few.
Carols Muppet movie.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
That one's a good one. They've got a good handful.
They do.
I kind of like them. I think I might have to watch that.
To be honest, I'm not trying to knock you, but when I watched the Christmas Carol Muppet movie, I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Okay.
When did you watch it?
When I was like 8.
All right.
But
tough critic. You're like, I hate this.
I think they sang too much.
Oh, they always sing too much.
Yeah, they do.
In a musical, I get it's a musical.
But it's too much sometimes.
I get it. The light can't decide if it wants to stay on, if it wants to stay off. This is our 3rd episode, so...
Yes, it is. I think this is the most prepared we've been.
Honestly, yeah.
Kind of. But yeah, Muppets, hot take. But moving on. Anxiety, hot take.
So you have anxiety.
And you have anxiety.
So you have it. Ours are different.
Yeah, so it's weird. I have very I don't even know how to explain it. I think it's like a form of social anxiety or something, and I have like a fear of having panic attacks in social settings. You know, like panic disorder is like when you're afraid of having, like, you panic over having a panic attack. This is the stupidest thing.
This is correct.
But so I have that. So like I don't like going into like malls or spaces where there's a lot of people, but it's weird because sometimes I can. Like, it's not really like a pick or choose situation for me. It's just based off how I'm feeling that day. Like, I am taking something now that is helping my anxiety, but that I will say, like, that's changed my life for sure. So like sometimes I can actually go into the mall, or I can go to a concert, or I can go out to dinner. Like, there was a point where going out to dinner, I couldn't even like sit in the restaurant and be normal. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
and
I do. I know what you mean. I do.
I had like one panic attack on the highway once, and that was almost 4 years ago now. I've just recently started going back on the highway because I was so scared that it would happen again. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain it. No one understands.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about anxiety is where I think I was telling someone like, yeah, I have anxiety. And when you tell someone that, I think sometimes they're like, who fucking doesn't?
Yeah.
You know,
everyone.
Or okay. Yeah, like, you know, everyone has anxiety to an extent, but when it becomes debilitating, it's not only frustrating because, like, I think we compare ourselves to other people who have like a normal level of anxiety, but that's kind of how I see it, is our brain is trying to protect us in some sort of way that it's this. The light doesn't like it. Just so if you're listening to the audio, the light keeps going on and off, and it's plugged in, so I don't know what its problem is, but
it's having anxiety.
He's I'll hold it on. Okay, I'm tired. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, but you're so right with that.
And I'm gonna go back on now.
Okay.
And go.
Ow! God! Oh, that hurt. Okay.
Is it the tub?
I just smacked my hand on the thing. But
Smack that.
All Give on me
the floor.
Any.
Yeah. So I would say my.
Yeah, just
anxiety. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. The anxiety can be very debilitating. So for me, I actually thrive more in like a large setting of people because I'm distracted by my thoughts. I feel like, if I have a panic attack, someone's here to like comfort me.
No, that makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
She doesn't like being alone.
I don't enjoy being by myself. It's gotten so much better, it was definitely really tough for a couple of years. I would say like just recently, like back in August, I had like a really good stint of time to work on it, like 2 weeks where like I was kind of on my own without my previous partner, and I was like, I am free. I solved it.
Yeah.
And then we broke up, and then I was having panic attacks again.
It's
But
yeah. And that's the thing with it too, is like it's always gonna be there, like,
right.
and it just kind of comes in cycles.
Yes.
Honestly, like,
I honestly don't know what I would do without my friends like you and Arnie and like
Same.
Natalie, Claire, Hannah.
yeah.
Let me list like Hicks. Like there's like I
All the
don't know
friends.
what I would do without my friends. Like I would like crumble apart.
No, I like they are the biggest support system.
Yeah, it's
In the world.
incredible. Even though like they don't, I would say like Arnie to an extent is so chill.
So chill. She definitely has moments where she is anxious about stuff, but it's
Right.
she's definitely more chill of a person.
But it's kind of nice. I was
Yeah.
telling someone
She's kind of like,
it's a
who
grounding
cares?
source
Yeah, she's
because
like, yeah,
our heads are like up in the clouds
Yeah.
where we're getting like so caught up in like our thoughts, which everybody gets to that point, but for us it can be so bad that we send ourselves into a panic attack where our bodies think like
yeah.
we're gonna die.
Oh yeah,
like that's what it is.
Our anxiety has anxiety.
Yes.
Like,
And if you haven't had trigger warning, if you haven't had one, for me my legs shake. It's very different for everyone, but my
Yeah.
legs will start like shaking, like almost like uncontrollably shaking, and I
Yeah.
can't get them to stop. You have a hard time breathing. And then there's just this sense of like,
I'm
you know,
dying.
when you get like, boo, you know?
Oh my god,
Scared the light off.
scared the light off.
You
Gosh
know,
dang
like
it.
that feeling of when you get scared. It's like
The
that,
adrenaline rush.
but it doesn't go away for like,
a couple hours.
it could be, it could be hours. It could be a few
days.
minutes. It could be days. It really can be days.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
So it's really intense. Whereas I think like fleeting anxiety kind of comes and goes. It might be like situational where you feel it coming on. You can calm yourself down. But it is this like very ongoing practice of like, okay, how do I manage it?
Yeah.
And how do me and my therapist are talking about like, how do you see it in a way where you're kind of befriending it, because what your body is trying to do is protect you because it knows that this certain situation can be triggering. And so it's like, okay, like I appreciate you like talking to yourself, right? Because sometimes you talk to yourself, you know, kind of like rude. And I do it too, where I'm like,
100%.
can you knock it off? Could you
Like,
just
what-
be
what
cool
is
for a
wrong with
second?
me?
Be
Yeah.
cool.
Be cool. Be cool. Can you be normal?
Can you
for
be cool?
once?
Like you've done this before.
Yeah, for sure. But like no. And you have to, for me, like knowing what triggers me definitely helps. But also it's hard to, I lost my thought. No, it's hard.
It'd be like that.
It's hard to acknowledge like what triggers you, but then you still like you can't avoid those situations. You can to a certain extent, but don't avoid them completely, because then it's like going on the highway. Like I avoided going on the highway for so long, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get back on it eventually. You know what I mean?
I
like, you can't
completely agree.
exposure therapy.
And telling someone like is like, I think, I don't know if it was the swimming for us, but it just being somewhat disciplined. I always felt like I couldn't tell someone that I was struggling
Yeah.
because I'm supposed to like, or just the way I grew up, like I'm supposed to handle it on my own sort of thing. So seeking someone like me and Courtney can really understand each other. We understand that the similar feeling. And I think it can be like that in a lot of ways. Like a lot of my friends have divorced parents.
Yeah.
My parents aren't divorced, so I would never understand that feeling. So it's kind of nice to always have a friend who gets that
Right.
like that sort of thing. Or Natalie.
Relatable, because you're never
Relatable.
alone in this.
And you don't have to explain yourself,
No.
which is so refreshing to be
Like if I were just gonna tell Jessie like, oh, can you drive? I don't feel like going on the highway. I'm too anxious. She'd be like, okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
or like I am alone and I'm struggling. Can I come over? And it's like, yes, come over.
Of
Like
course.
just come over.
Yeah.
Just to like have somebody to, and my therapist was saying that she was like, it's really good to like lean on people when you're obviously with anything, like you'll lean on people.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know why there is this stigma. There's like two stigmas. One, that everyone has it, like everyone has anxiety or ADHD or ADD.
Yeah. Something.
And two, that like you're supposed to be able to like manage it alone. I think that still kind of exists a little bit, where like you're not really supposed to talk about it.
Oh, my computer's gonna be dead soon.
Oh, okay. I feel like we've gone for so long too.
Wow, when you talk about anxiety, you get to talk for ages.
I know,
feel
because this is like
this is I know what I'm talking
we
about.
know what we're talking about, baby. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, anxiety.
I know, but I don't know if it's like a societal thing that more people are just talking about it, so it seems like more people have it. Because like when my parents were young, I don't think that was something that was like normally talked about.
Not at all.
So I think more people are just talking about it.
And like in general, there are a lot more things now that are talked about than back then.
Yes.
Like we have just definitely evolved as a world, as
a society.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
And anxiety. But
if you guys have any questions, we could open that up on Instagram, like any kind of anxiety questions.
Yeah.
We have two different perspectives of like more social anxiety and more alone with my thoughts.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Yeah. No,
so
for sure.
I would be happy to. I love talking about it.
Me too, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep losing my thoughts.
It is Sunday. It's tough. We filmed this on Sunday when we're like.
And I just had a whole coffee.
The whole week. I know.
Guys, I started 75 soft today.
Yeah, what is that anyways?
It's basically, well, Arnie and I are going to do it with our neighbors, Kate and Kim. Actually, I don't know if Kate's doing it, but maybe she is. It's like 75 hard. Have you heard of that? It's like,
is that working out?
Yeah, it's like 2 45-minute workouts a day, 10,000 steps a day.
That's 75 hard?
That's hard.
So you're not going to work out?
No, so the soft is
We're going to lay on the couch.
It's going to be soft.
It's going to be soft. You're just going to rot on the couch.
That's what I did yesterday.
Be so nice.
No. So it's like 1 45-minute workout, and then like, eating healthy. You can still drink in social settings. It's just like a different version. I don't know.
I like it.
Maybe I need some structure in my life. Do you want to join?
I haven't been working out as much either because I've just been so busy.
Yeah, it's hard to, and like getting the 10,000 steps would be really hard.
Oof.
I don't know.
Oof.
But anyway, I don't know why it just kind of popped into my head.
No, I like it.
Okay.
I think it's good. I love that sort of stuff too, like for mental health.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps you like on track. It keeps you doing something.
Keeps you distracted.
It's
like,
good.
That's what, like doing like exercise 100% helps with anxiety.
100%.
But if you're feeling anxious and then go exercise, it doesn't help, I would say.
Yeah. Exercise, meditation, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure I could do a whole episode on gut brain connection. Did you know that the same Did you
Sorry.
know? Let me get serious
really
for a minute.
Excited.
Because one of the companies I work for is a gut health company, and I have to listen to all these doctors talk about gut health and like brain health.
Can you teach me more about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool fact is your gut and brain, when you're like being formed in the womb, they're made from the same like tissue.
What?
And your gut has more neurotransmitters than any part of the body. So like it is always signaling stuff. I'm not an expert, but your gut health is incredibly important to your brain health and your sleep and your mood and anxiety and mental well-being. So like taking a fucking probiotic, like if you're like, going to the bathroom regularly, like there's so many factors that go into it. And as you get older, it's like when you're like in your teen years and younger, like early years of college, like I feel like you can get away with stuff. And as you get older, certain things like I can't do milk.
That's fair.
I'll poop my pants.
That's very valid. That is so valid.
Can't do it.
I thought you were going to say like alcohol or something. I don't know. I was not expecting milk.
I also don't love that either.
But like next day,
inflammation.
Like we talked about,
like if you inflame your stomach lining, your gut lining, and what connects the gut.
Your brain goes crazy.
You ever heard of the vagus nerve?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what connects the gut to the brain.
The vagus nerve.
Sometimes there's ways to, if you can calm down like that.
This is
anyways,
so informational.
I could get out.
Let's talk about more after this.
Yeah, we can get into it, but
We're good. Sorry, that was a little more serious.
I know. I was telling someone, I was like, I think we're going to talk about anxiety today.
Yay.
And they were like, that's great.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a part of who we are. And I think I would love to talk about it like every now and then too. Because I just I don't know if that's something that's often talked about, especially like on, I don't know.
And like even more niche of a topic, like having anxiety as a student athlete. Oh.
You know, like when you're at a movie and you like got a slushie or something and you're trying to get to the end, you're like, people are like,
that's funny.
Yes, student athlete. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't. Again,
It literally could be a part 2.
Yeah.
Student athlete anxiety. That's
2.
real. We can get someone in here.
We could get. No, we couldn't probably get her, but we'll find someone.
I don't know who you think. Okay, to recap. We talked about Kermit the Frog a little bit. We talked about Elmo.
Rock goes a rock!
Anxiety, rocks, crystals. Leave us any anxiety. You can follow me. Anxiety. All right.
So, were you singing the actual song?
Kind of.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna ask.
What else are you getting? What are you getting up to today? Nothing.
No, I might go on a walk.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you want to go on a sunset walk, maybe?
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I gotta
maybe
do some work.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some work.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna probably edit this.
Oh yeah, I'll try to help, as I sometimes try.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for tuning in as always. Namaste.
Namaste.
What were you gonna say?
Sayonara.
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 Namaste. Hose. Okay.
I feel like my brain stopped working halfway through. Like at the end, I didn't know what I don't know. Like I had so much to say, and then at the end, I was just it went blank.
That's okay.
Really?
I'm here for you.
Really?